Hi, I'm Dr. Danielle. I am here to actually tell you about my NUCCA story. So, when I was a kid, my story starts way back when I was in the fifth grade. So, I was about 11 years old. I started getting migraines. And so, we went through the whole testing of trying to figure out exactly what was causing these migraines. They thought it was sugar. So, thought I was cool and was able to have snacks every day between like periods. And it was just a lot of work for me as a kid to really figure out why is my head hurting so bad. And then it kept getting worse as I went into high school. And so we tried everything from, medication on the daily. My nutrition changed. I ended up having to be on, I think it was Imitrex, and I also had to do Flexerol because by the time I had a migraine, I would have to just knock myself out, or else I was going to be throwing up for hours to get rid of this migraine. And so I always really did not want to do any of those things. I always felt like I had a really bad hangover the next day. And when I was getting them about 15 times a month, that's almost every other day. And so to feel that bad after having a migraine, I just didn't want to do it. As I went into high school, I was more athletic. And so my mom was like, well, let's try a chiropractor. And so I actually went to a chiropractor and it did help. It was a full spine chiropractor. He actually did activator. So slightly different than what I'm doing now, but it helped him help manage them. I got them decreased to about 10 a month. So very manageable. And then going into college, they started me on the daily migraine prevention. I would still get them. It did help, but it had really, really terrible side effects. I ended up losing a lot of weight the first year of college and I was almost sickly. So we ended up going away from that and I just managed them through stress management, sleep management, diet, and like lifestyle changes. And then once I went to chiropractic school, I heard about this crazy thing called NUCCA. And I at first thought the NUCCA was nuts. I was like, you guys are just thinking that you want me to be really silly, wanting me to do these different positions to actually adjust a patient and learn all these things. And I thought there was no way that by just adjusting one bone in your spine, you can affect the whole body. And so I was almost this really big disbeliever. And so I was like, you know what? I'm in chiropractic college. I might as well try everything. And so I tried it. And after my first adjustment, I held for about 3 weeks. But then as I was getting rechecked and readjusted and staying on the track of making sure that I'm in alignment, I went about 6 months migraine-free while also doing a very intensive doctorate program and also still trying to like have a social life and do all of like the normal, you know, early 20s things. And it was probably the biggest change in my life. And so I knew that there was something to this. And so I just dug in wholeheartedly right away. And I just knew that that's what I wanted to do. And then so hearing more about other people's stories and how NUCCA changed their life, it really just set my path even more in motion. So ever since then, that's what I wanted to do. And I want to help others like me. So thank you.